In the hours of 2 and 3, you're going to be in the company of Jullie Jacobs on the KYC show. We call it the Young People's Hour. Between the hours of 3 and 6, I'll be back on radio on the K Drive show on 97.2 FM. But for now, we are still on the Empowerment Hour. It is now 32 minutes away from 1 o'clock, day number 25, the month of January 2024. We are fast approaching the 2024 elections, that is the provincial as well as the national elections. We call them general elections. The IEC, by the way, as I got to play that snippet earlier, are busy briefing the media on their readiness for their upcoming registration weekend. We know that we got to register last year, November, but now this is going to be the final one before we get to the general elections. Let me hear from you now, S97.2 listener. Are you ready? Have you decided who you are going to be voting for? There are so many political parties, and there's still going to be more that you get to hear about as we get to the 2024 elections. And one of those political parties joining us right here on 97.2 FM. We are going to be having a conversation, getting to know PMC a little bit, and just to know more about them. I was supposed to have a conversation with Sasa earlier, however, we'll have that conversation next weekend, or next week rather, that is going to be on Thursday. But for now, let me just say good afternoon to my guest joining me in studio. I'm going to start right here with you, Naima, that is Mohammed. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Kofi FM.
Good afternoon to you, James, and good afternoon to the listeners out there.
Thank you so much. And we also say good afternoon to you, Chris. Welcome to Kofi FM.
Good afternoon, James. Thank you. And thank you. Good afternoon to the listeners out there.
A great pleasure. We'll talk about the PMC in just a moment. Let me sort something out quickly. Okay. I'm not hearing you. What is there? That should be fine. Please, can you just lift it a little bit? You are taller like me.
I thought this was going to be half an hour. I see it's half an hour past 2.
So,
James, are we on for an hour or half an hour?
it is half an hour.
Yeah.
So the show is an hour long. But I started with other things from 1 o'clock, just after the news until 1:30. Then from 1:30 to 2. Yeah. All right. I'm ready when you are. Going back on. 13:35, 25 minutes before we come to the end of the show. Once again, good afternoon to you and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Empowerment Hour. Coming to you live on 97.2 frequency. Lamidi Nake, James Siatelo, the Honorable Siatelo for you, and we're so grateful to have you joining us on day number 25, the month of January 2024. We always say that to be informed is to be empowered. That is what we get to do right here on the Empowerment Hour. On social media, this is where you send yours at KofiFM _972. That is via X, at KofiFM, via Instagram, KofiFM 97.2. That is via Facebook. You can also send me yours via our WhatsApp line 079 468 5183. Perhaps you're a potential voter of a PMC, an undecided voter. And I wonder, when are you going to decide? Once again, thank you so much for joining us, Chris, as well as Naima joining us on 97.2 to speak about, I don't know if I can safely call it a newly formed political formation or political party, the PMC. So once again, Chris, is it the People's Movement for Change?
That's correct, yes.
Right. Tell us more about this. What is so different about the PMC? We have so many political parties. I've interviewed so many political parties from 2014 up until this moment. Each and every time when we go to the general elections, we go to the local government elections, I get to introduce our listener to a new political formation. So what is different about the PMC?
Well, our motto is family,
Yeah.
community, opportunity. We look at each other in our organization as brothers and sisters, as family members.
Yeah.
We take direction from our president, Mr. Marius L. Fransman, and we then implement our strategy with a loving approach, a holistic approach, and the ability to really work together. If you are working in a family, you are going to respect, you are going to love, and you are going to